VIP days can be one of the fastest ways for you to get the clarity you need so that you can get unstuck and get into action. You are listening to Amplify Your Success podcast, episode 414. And today we're going to talk about 4 super compelling reasons to add VIP days to your business offerings. You ready for this? Let's get started. Welcome to the Amplify Your Success podcast. Get ready to ramp up your revenue, amplify your impact, and make your mark in the world. This is the show for experts, thought leaders, and service professionals who want to shatter their limits and achieve that next level. You're going to find out from other experts and influencers how they made it. Now, let's get amplified. Hi there, inspired entrepreneurs and ripple makers. It is your host, Melanie Benson, authority amplifier to expert-based entrepreneurs who want to make impressive waves doing what they love. And today, I want to cover a topic that seems to be popping up everywhere, and it's this idea of a VIP day or a VIP intensive and why it's actually a super important part of your offering suite and how it can actually help you boost profits. It can actually help you win over potential clients, and it can actually be an authority positioner for your business. Now, I'm going to cover this 2 ways today. So, first way is why you might want to consider adding or optimizing the VIP days to your own business. Add them to your offering suite and make them available to your clients. And also, I'm going to share a little bit about how the VIP days I offer are helping individuals get massive clarity, boost results, and be able to get more traction in their business right now. So, let's start with what a VIP day is and what it's not. So a VIP day, the way I see it is it's a premium intensive session where you can work one-on-one with a client closely for a specific and tangible outcome. So we're looking at getting them transformation, helping them access clarity, brainstorming to get to an outcome, co-creating a particular strategy, offer, something that is really meaningful and valuable to that potential client base. So you're probably hearing in that embedded in this is the idea that you're going to get something specific as an outcome. Another way I've worked with some of my clients to build up VIP days is if they need to accelerate transformation from months or maybe a year into a few hours. So, for instance, one of the clients I worked with last year, we created a VIP day because normally he had clients that would work with him for months, but sometimes this client was like, I can't wait months for this outcome, and they wanted to speed it up, so he would work with them in actually his were day and a half long immersives. So that's another angle. But I've also worked with clients where they're like, hey, I have clients who want me to help them like map out their own podcast strategy, or they want me to help them map out their event strategy, and they would book a VIP day and reverse engineer getting to the outcome, and they literally create every single asset together in that day. Okay, so those are a couple ways you can do it. Now, I've been noticing that this idea of VIP days is really growing in popularity across all kinds of industries. So it doesn't really seem to matter what industry you're in. You'll find that there's a lot of value in offering this because it can speed up the path to an outcome. So let's talk about what some of the outcomes could be for you in doing this. Now, one of them is the increased revenue and profit margins available to you when you introduce a VIP day into your offering suite. So typically, because this is one-to-one access, you're speeding up results, you're immersing in a process, whether it's a half day, a full day, a couple hours, whatever is right for you, you can add a premium price tag to this offer. Now, this price tag should obviously kind of fit nicely in your overall price points. You don't want to scale this out of reach, but I know people that charge 10 grand to spend the day with them. I know people that charge 2,500 for like a 3 to 4 hour session. Especially if it's online. So I know people that the right price point for them is like $1,000 to deep dive into something for 2.5 hours. So you have to figure out what feels right for you. But a VIP, let's say intensive, is typically priced higher because you're getting more value quickly. A second thing is you get to position yourself as an authority. So if you've designed your VIP day properly, it should position the area of specialty, a outcome, something that you're good at, a process or experience that's really coveted by your ideal clients. So this should be, when offered, a way for you to really help your potential clients realize the value that you can bring to them. So this could be anything from, let's say you specialize in AI and you build custom GPTs for people. You could do a VIP session on, we're going to co-create your custom GPT. So by the end of the day, you're going to have something that you can sell over and over and over again, for 10 times and make 10 times what you invest in the session. So that would be one way to position it. The third thing is you should be able to increase transformation time or speed up transformation time so that you're increasing client satisfaction. And ultimately, when you do these well, this should create a desire for the client to want to continue to move through different things that you offer. So think of like the VIP session as potentially a really strategic way to provide massive value, to dive deep and integrate something that you know is going to bring value to the client. But potentially they're going to get so much value that they're like, okay, well, how do I continue to work with you like this? So this may be a great setup for like a mastermind program or ongoing coaching of some kind. I've had clients start with me in some kind of a VIP day, and they're like, okay, I feel like we've just broken the top tip of the iceberg here. We got so much value, but how do we keep doing this? And so it would set up for either my Ripple Makers Mastermind or something that would ongoing support would make sense. If you offer a service-based business, so you offer some kind of a done-for-you product, doing a VIP session to get clear on what they want or what their offer is or what their thing is that you specialize in could be a great way to then encourage them to move into using your services to implement or to maintain it or to explore other ways that you work with them. So this is really big if you offer any kind of online business manager or online marketing manager, or you have like some kind of virtual assistant business, a bookkeeper, accountant, legal, any of that, right? All of those could be a path into ongoing retainer services. I had a client one time where in her VIP session, what we did is we uncovered where her hidden or dormant profit potential was. So we uncovered that she was spending a lot of her time in the wrong place in her business. She was trying to build out this second offering and it was so unaligned. It had a completely different market. It was burning her out. She felt like she was a small fish in a really big pond and she didn't know how to compete with the people that did something similar. But when we looked at her offering suite, I'm like, why are you not spending your time on her VIP day? Like she had a intensive, when she did it, she could uncover somewhere between $10,000 to $50,000 in lost profits in a business owner's business. And it was also her most profitable offer that led to clients wanting ongoing accounting services. So that one offer that she could sell between $2,000 and $10,000 could then produce another $30,000 over the next 2 to 3 years in retention business. So sometimes it's hard to see the forest through your own trees, right? And last, one of the other things that I think is really smart about VIP days, and I think this is sometimes a missed opportunity, is this is not an ongoing program. This is not something that you have to maintain for weeks or months or even years. And some people are designed to kind of go in and out. Like, I've got something really valuable I can give to my client, but I don't need to be with them for months for them to get the value. And, or maybe you're in a place in your life where you need a lot of flexibility and you don't want to be tied to having to show up over and over and over again to deliver a program. So, this kind of fourth outcome, if you will, of a VIP day could be you can kind of open the doors to it for a limited time, sell what you need, and then close the doors, and you've got time flexibility. Or perhaps you want to boost some revenue because revenue's down, you can open up some VIP days. Or you don't necessarily love long-term client engagements and you just want to dip in and dip out. So the efficiency and flexibility of a VIP day is significant, not just for you, but also for your client. Potentially, they don't have the bandwidth to do something long term. So this could be a real massive value. So ultimately, adding a VIP day offer into your business should set you up in it with a new profit center that can help you win over long-term business if that's a goal for you, or plug in some revenue bursts when you need revenue and cash flow for your business. And again, I can't say enough about really branding it, positioning it so it becomes a real authority positioner that educates your community, your industry, and your potential client on how valuable working with you can be. So that's my plea or my pitch, if you will, for you to really lean into having your own VIP day in your business. Now, let's switch gears for a second and talk about what might you benefit from in doing a VIP day with me. Now, I've been offering VIP days on and off for years. I have had all different containers and all different strategies. I've sold them for $15,000 and I've had people work with me for 6 months around it. And I've sold them for a few $1,000s and had them be really like contained. I've added them to as a bonus to my Ripple Maker mastermind or whatever mastermind I had at the time. So there's a lot of different ways I've done this. What I have found is that, first of all, the number one benefit is the breakthrough in mindset to massive clarity about what's been blocking somebody, what the potential is that they've been sitting on, and what it is going to look like when this thing that whatever it is that is created. Now, right now, I have 3 signature, if you will, VIP offers. One is on really transforming someone's messaging, call it lighthouse messaging, so that they stop feeling like a best kept secret and their messaging really pops and grabs attention in the marketplace. I found that this one thing, getting this one piece figured out, can be a massive light bulb moment and transform everything else in someone's business. So that's one way that when you get your lighthouse messaging out of your cells in your body where it seems to get stuck and you can't articulate it well, and into words that light you up and are super compelling to your potential client, your business transforms. So that's one way in which you might remove a mental block or a barrier and get clarity. Now, I have a couple other packages I'll talk about in a minute, but the second thing that I think is really, really powerful that happens when clients book in for a VIP day is the tailored, customized, actionable steps. So when I work with clients in this process, whatever package they get, whether it's the messaging or we're working on unlocking and clarifying what what I call a ripple maker machine is. That's how you're going to boost your authority and attract clients and make money in your business. The idea is, what do I need to do, right? So getting clear is one thing, but then a lot of people are like, well, what do I do next? So getting from, okay, I have vague ideas to this is the specific thing and now the steps, I give you literally a 30-day action plan, is massively transformational. I worked with a guy one time and it was interesting how this unfolded. This is a lot to say, the power of being on people's podcasts. We'd pitched him for me to be on his show. And I actually wasn't even a really aligned guest at the time. I was very new in this process, like 12 years ago. But I really loved the energy of this guy's show. And so we went back and forth and talked about, a really aligned topic for his show. And he had me on his show and he got off the interview with me and he goes, I think I need to hire you. And so we talked about, having him come on for a VIP half day session at the time. And What we uncovered was he had all these different things he thought he could be doing or should be doing, but we literally like cleared out all the distractions and honed in on something. It was like low-hanging fruit. It was right under his nose. And we were able to find something he already had, but he wasn't focused on. You seeing a theme here? That when he integrated it back into his offering suites, it was another $200,000 a month opportunity. Now, he was pretty established in his business, so that was a perfect ROI from being able to go from, hey, I think I should do all these things. It felt complicated. He was stuck. He didn't know how to take action on it, to, oh, I know exactly how to take action on it. And then we just mapped out some deliverables and steps so he knew where to focus his time and energy to maximize on that strategy session. So tailored, customized, actionable insights. I really believe that cookie cutters don't work well. I really believe in helping people customize the solution to their steps. And yes, it might be a formula or there may be a system that I'm tapping into, but I think what really moves the needle is getting people clear on their specific steps to take. Number three, I think the other thing that can happen in this is I help people really streamline their decision making. So instead of like having one foot on the brakes and one foot on the gas or spinning on a decision that they can't quite get clear on, I find that in a VIP day, when you are asked the right questions and you're taken through a process that really illuminates what your options are and how do they align with what's important to you, you can quickly eliminate a lot of bright, shiny ideas and focus on the thing that's going to move the needle. So accelerated decision making because it's aligned and you have somebody holding a container or guiding the conversation to say, hey, here's what you say you want. What is the steps that are going to get you there the fastest? What's the path? What's the option? And helping you test for alignment. That's a big thing I do, especially in the third package I do, which is expanding your capacity for more. So that might be more money and really looking at your business model. That might be more freedom. It might be receiving more financial wealth. It might be more impact, right? But a lot of times we're in conflict and we can't make an aligned decision because we're seeing the forest through the same lens over and over and over again. And what you need is somebody to help you spot the tree that's really the tree that you're shooting for. I think I kind of butchered that analogy, but maybe you knew where I was going with it. So accelerate decision making. And then last, like what my goal is, and I think if you're going to offer VIP sessions, what I want for people too is to really be able to speed up results. And here's what I know about me, and I'm curious if you relate to this as well. I spend 2 hours or a half day or even a full day with somebody, and I have a glimmer of what I want, but I need somebody to kind of tease it out of me. When I've got that clarity, I'm on fire. Momentum happens. I can, get my team members in place. I can get the copy ready. I can do whatever needs to be done. So clarity equals momentum equals faster results. But if I'm conflicted, I don't have clarity, I'm wishy-washy, I'm flip-flopping around on all these different ideas, guess what happens? Nothing is moving forward. I'm spinning, I'm stressed, I'm wondering about it, I'm trying to solve it in my waking dreams, right? You know those dreams where you're kind of half asleep, half awake, and your brain's starting to solve problems, right? When I am in that space, nothing's moving forward. Do you relate to that too? So what we want is the clarity that provides the steps and the know-how to get to results quickly. You can't afford to stay in slow mode when you're a ripple maker because you know you need to make waves. You know that the bigger your ripple, the more people you're going to impact, right? So what you can accomplish in an accelerated VIP day can speed up your path to more money, more income, more impact. So I've made a case for you to introduce a VIP offer to your client base. And I've mapped out a little bit of what happens when people invest and work with me in my VIP days. Now, luckily, right now, I have opened up a very limited group of VIP days. So I don't have a ton of space through the end of the year. And I know there's some people that really need to speed up results. So if this is speaking to you and maybe you want to map out your VIP day, or you know that you need to get your messaging so dialed in, or as you're moving into the new year, it is time for you to stop waiting for other people to open doors, and it's time for you to create your own door, your own big ripple making machine, if you will. But you just don't quite know what it is yet. But the energy's there, the desire's there, and you're ready to make some big waves. Then let's get you in on one of my VIP days. I'll drop the link in the show notes here for you. And I would love to make some waves with you. So tell me if you are going to introduce a VIP day this year, or if you're going to make the one you have more visible, you're going to get it out there and talk to people about it. Or maybe if you want to do the VIP day with me, I'd love to do that as well. But either way, I cannot wait to see how this ripple effect of getting more visible with VIP days works for you. Thanks for tuning in today, Amplifier. We're going to keep this conversation going, and I want to hear from you how you're going to amplify your authority and make a greater impact. Before you go, please take a minute to give our show and our guests some love over on your favorite podcasting platform. Subscribe, rate, and review. Leave your full name, and I'll spotlight you and your authority on social media.